It in behind this time. It's Ricardo van Rijn, the debutant, who's just caught ball watching. Ten minutes in, it's pretty even so far. First real corner, it's given away, and it's into the arms of a grateful Martin Stekelenburg from Vertonghen. He gets his fair share of goals, or he has done in Holland over the last 3 seasons. Witsel looking to do the same, looking for Benteke. Stekelenburg comes to claim. This is played at a decent place this as well. Holland and Van Buiten, the 2 centre-halves tonight. Van Buiten almost getting caught out. Now Lukaku is either getting a little bit of a lesson from Wilmots in terms of what has just happened and what he expects him to do when he comes on, or is he saying get ready because somebody has picked up a knock? We'll wait and see. Nobody looks to be running particularly uncomfortably. This is Chadley. One person who will be hoping to come on, of course, is Robin van Persie, who we're just hearing in the last few minutes has agreed a deal to sign for Manchester United from Arsenal, subject to a medical. He will be straight on his way from the Belgian capital to Manchester tomorrow. Be hoping to showcase a little bit more tonight. Meanwhile, De Jong gets his foot in. And a bit more. Ball was well gone. Willems was across. De Jong was the one whose challenge and ultimately sent Hazard sprawling onto the floor. He's actually tied at the moment with Jaap Stam as the most booked player in the Dutch national side. Wouldn't be too much of a surprise if De Jong were to eclipse Jaap Stam's record tonight. So Robin van Persie, in his last few hours, it looks like as an Arsenal player. Watching here from the bench, as Belgium have a decent free kick. Had it inevitably over the top, but into the top of the wall. This is Schneider. Plenty of options ahead of him. This is Robin. Decent through ball, one-on-one with Courtois. And there was a foot left in there on Thibaut Courtois by Raphael van der Vaart. And this will be the first yellow card for the Centurion. Entitled to go for the ball. Booking on his 100th cap. Came from deep, missed the ball. Probably because of that, the yellow card came out. Not so much for the intent as for the contact. He's desperately stretching to get there. Follow through, catches the young Belgian on the arm. Van Gaal has gone so far as to name his substitutes in advance for this one as well. In terms of the people he'll bring on at half-time, it looks very much, unless things change, like Van der Vaart will be only playing 45 minutes on his 100th appearance. The Dutch manager confident enough to name his starting 11 at a press conference yesterday. Thibaut Courtois, owned by Chelsea, playing for Atletico Madrid. Belgium's youngest ever goalkeeper. Whether he is the number one or Simon Mignolet remains that, we'll have to wait and see. Benteke. Tinga tidies up. He may well be joined by Morales at Everton, John Heitinga. All goes well tomorrow on Merseyside. Seems surprising, but Louis van Gaal is looking to emulate Frank Rijkaard tonight. Back in 1998, the last time a Dutch coach celebrated a win in their first game in charge. Rijkaard guiding his side to a 2-0 success against Peru. Chegier. Van Gaal's first game of his first spell was a 2-2 draw against Ireland. 16 minutes in, you would think there will be goals in this one. Well taken down by Morales. Well read by Ricardo van Rijn. One thing Frank de Boer was forced to do last season was rely on youth for a lot of the time as Ajax battled injury to win the title. Van Rijn was one of those who came to the fore. Jetro Willems did the same at PSV Eindhoven. Now finds himself ahead of Eric Pieters, both for club and country. Van Rijn preferred tonight in the squad to regular right-back Gregory van der Veel, his teammate at Ajax, keeps him out of the club side. Corners in towards Heitinga. They're showing their glimpses in the first 17 minutes or so from Morales and from Hazard that they could certainly trouble the Netherlands tonight. Many sides have spoken of a golden generation of players. Belgium have that in terms of young talent. Given the quality and the depth of it, it is somewhat surprising. They finished behind both Germany and Turkey, qualifying for the Euros. That's about that talent maturing, really. Finding its potential. Certainly not short of quality. The likes of Toby Alderweireld of Ajax and Nicolas Lombards of Zenit St. Petersburg, both title winners, seasoned European campaigners, can't get in this Belgium side tonight. Hazard is onside, but just off the pace. Food for thought for Louis van Gaal and his team of supporting coaches. Patrick Kluivert's most recently been working at Twente with the strikers there, including Luc de Jong, who's now made his way to Borussia Mönchengladbach. Danny Blind was most recently at Ajax, but he too left last season. This is Luciano Narsing, who left Heerenveen for PSV Eindhoven over the summer. Hasn't really got himself into the game yet. Battling back is Van der Vaart. And there's space here for Morales. Benteke's waiting. It'll deflect to him as well. Real chance here, and the opening goal. Didn't he take it well? Didn't panic when the ball came to him. Took the time to cut inside. And wrong-footed Stekelenburg. Belgium ahead 20 minutes in. Again, it's one of these standout performers, Kevin Morales. Deflection favours Benteke. But he did brilliantly too, wrong foot Joris Matthijssen. Another deflection on the way in. Justifies his inclusion with the opening goal. Stekelenburg got a foot to it. Not enough. Might have gone either way, the first goal. It's gone the way that pretty much everybody in this stadium wanted it to. There's a sizable contingent of Dutch fans. It's not too far to come after all. The majority, though, wearing the Belgian red. And here's Benteke again. Chadli to Morales to Axel Witsel. Tries down this time by Arjen Robben. Well, they have more than matched their more illustrious neighbours in the opening 20 minutes. Almost feel that that's a deserved goal. Has it. Space on the overlap. This is for Tongan. Well, he's pulling the strings, isn't he? As expected, he's having more of an influence at the moment than his opposite number in the Dutch side, Wesley Sneijder. Approaching the midway point of the half, Belgium can be very happy with how things have gone. Looking for Robben. They just have the edge, the likes of Morales and Hazard. And Witsel at the moment. Steven Defour is doing a good job just holding things together in midfield. Quietly going about his business, stuffing out these Dutch attacks. Giving the likes of Witsel and Hazard the platform to come forward. Sneijder quite often has been forced very deep, as he is here. Sure, they'd have settled for this scoreline at this stage of the game. Away again, that's a Chadli. And Benteke cuts the run across now. Chadli should have laid it onto Hazard earlier. Playing against many players he knows well. Encounters in the Dutch League over the last 2 or 3 seasons. This is Vermaelen, the skipper. This is Chadli's run moments ago. Benteke took defenders out of the way, but it just run offside by the time Chadley worked out what to do. It looks to clip it forward. Couldn't quite find Narsing. Here comes Vertonghen. Never wants to shirk a challenge, and he's going to continue here. It's one of the biggest looking backlines you'll see in international football. Gillet, Van Buiten, Vermaelen and Vertonghen. Lukaku alongside Vincent Kompany on the Belgian bench. The Manchester City defender ruled out only today. Gave him as long as possible. He managed to play the whole of the Community Shield against Chelsea at the weekend, but was very stiff with a calf problem after that. And as it is a friendly, Wilmot's decided that caution was best. Will have it back. This is Van der Vaart. Narsing is onside. That's a really good cutback, and it's a decent stop too from Courtois. On the overlap was Van Rijn. That would have been a debut goal to remember. Narsing is inexperienced himself in terms of international action. Only made his debut just before the Euros. Van Rijn caught hold of it well enough. It's a good, strong right hand from Thibaut Courtois. First sign of real Dutch pressure. Over the top it goes from Huntelaar. Snyder's delivery on the money. Frustrated figure during the Euros. He's dismissed suggestions in the last few days that he was a disruptive influence or there was unrest in the Dutch camp. That has been something which, of course, has undermined previous major tournaments. Had largely been stamped out under Van Marwijk. Are starting to get Luciano Narsing a little more involved. Morales jumping alongside him. I think it's Ricardo Van Rijn who's down. Something of a worry for Louis van Gaal. Certainly a painful one. Doesn't have an out-and-out right-back on the bench, but then Van Rijn himself isn't really an out-and-out right-back. He's played centre-half and full-back. We hope that it's not a crack in the nose, just a bruise. This is Heitinga. Punching the half out. Belgium, good value for the lead so far. This is De Jong. Won back nicely by Van der Vaart. Options left and right. Narsing is here. Huntelaar is here. Super save from Courtois. Got his positioning spot on. Ominously though, it's another really good Dutch move. Benteke shrugged off the ball. Narsing's ball again intelligent. Huntelaar denied by a good stop. Such a good delivery. It's given away, and Narsing is onside. This time, didn't look up. Usually his delivery, certainly last season for Heerenveen, was absolutely spot on. The leading assist maker in Dutch football. Prompted PSV Eindhoven to invest in him. Wasn't able to do much as they crashed to a surprise defeat on the opening weekend, though, to RKC Waalwijk, having beaten Ajax the week before in the Super Cup. Schneider. De Jong. Belgium are back in numbers and are defending really well as a unit. This is Willems on the overlap. Rather disappointing cross at the end of it all. They both expected better. They could have turned to a more experienced man, though, than Louis van Gaal, the Dutch FA, when Van Marwijk tenders his resignation. Vilmos with a 2-2 draw against Montenegro and a 1-0 defeat to England as caretaker boss. Put himself in the frame to replace George Likens, who had assisted. To watch, but it's only keep ball at the moment. Not been able to really penetrate, apart from a couple of occasions. Now they might. This is Arjen Robben. Van Rijn goes down. Martin Atkinson waves away protests. Worth a second glance, I think. Dutch have it back. Robben again. Looking to cut in and shoot with that left foot. Vertonghen's wise to that. Van der Vaart can't believe that has been a foul. Martin Atkinson had a big call to make. How close a call was it? The right one from there. Morales slightly exerting pressure. Not surely enough to send Van Rijn tumbling. Vertonghen forward for the throw. I don't know all about Van Rijn's potential. been something of a mentor to him at Ajax over the last couple of years. Now Van Rijn is tasked with replacing the big Belgian at the heart of the Ajax defence. Willems has won that well. Nice touch to Witsel. Gets away from de Jong. It's just too far ahead of Benteke. A man in demand. Take anybody. 40 million euros according to the Benfica sporting director Rui Costa. This is Arjen Robben. Gillet is attentive this time. The way he's swapped sides, though, does give the fullbacks plenty to keep their eye on. Away it goes by Van Boyten. The last coach to lose their opening game in charge of the Netherlands was Guus Hiddink. That was way back in 1995 when they lost to France. Just losing his footing and planting the studs into the boot of Van Boyten. 8 minutes till the break. Christian Benteke's goal, the one that divides the two sides. Willems is down this time. Both fullbacks have taken something of a battering. Joris Matthijssen, Feyenoord's newest signing, yet to debut though. This is Witsel. Off goes Arjen Robben again. Gillet is stuck to him like glue. And this is a really good run by Narsing. Trying to bring Huntelaar into it. That time he probably should have been greedier. They'll have it back though. This is Robben. That's disappointing to say the least. There's one criticism of Arjen Robben from many quarters, it's the taking of pot shots when better options are available. Does come off quite often. More often than not, he's had 5 or 6 of those beforehand. Now Willems has plenty of pace, and it's away from Gillet here. He'll be very fortunate not to pick up a caution. See too many yellow cards being flashed around in friendlies, but you can't really argue with either of the ones Martin Atkinson has issued tonight. It's actually gone the other way for simulation. Pietro Willems. This is for Tonga. Well, Benteke hasn't gone in each other's way there. Either might have got that. Here is Willems, no doubt chastened. More of a evasive action than a dive. It's a better cross though. Young loses out again. He's lost out in more than 50% of those midfield challenges. Defoe and his teammates have had the upper hand. For Marlon. Chooses to play his way out of danger. Schneider will have it back. Robben. Van der Vaart's onside. Robben's continued the run. But it won't reach Narsingh. Belgium lucky to hold on for the last 3 minutes or so of this first half. Really good open attacking game. Both sides have thrown enough resources forward to get something. Courtois has been the busier of the goalkeepers, actually, despite the Belgian lead. Stekelenburg might have something to do here. Offside. Benteke showed no real inclination to get back, and then Hazard had gone too far forward. This is the earlier Dutch opportunity. Robben looking to hit it. Went beyond Schneider. Robben coming back from an offside position. Van Rijn is pickpocketed. Benteke couldn't get there. He's had one or two nervy moments, as well as a smack on the nose, Ricardo van Rijn. Minute of normal time to go. Have been a couple of stoppages. This is Heitinga. Now Van Rijn. Tyson once more. Morales just faded in the latter part of this first half. Very, very lively for the opening 25 minutes or so. The Dutch have grown since the Belgian goal, and we'll have 2 additional minutes. Company and Lukaku look on. Their coach, I'm sure, very pleased with the opening 45 minutes work. That, though, has gone the Netherlands' way. Van Gaal says he'll make 4 half-time changes, all of them debutants. Narsing, Schneider, with deflector Robben. Yeah, those sort of possessions, more often than not, the Belgians have got a body or a foot in the way. Teed up nicely for Van der Vaart. Van Marlen throwing himself at it. Last chance for the Netherlands to get something before the half-time whistle. Robben's onside here. Not anymore. Whistle had already gone. It was a very late flag. It's tight for Robben. Now it goes up just as he becomes active and gets the ball. It's a very, very good first 45 minutes for Belgium in Brussels. Christian Benteke's goal, 20 minutes in, is what separates the sides. And this is how he took it. The deflection certainly aided them. Matthijssen and Stekelenburg were left on the floor. Half-time. It's Belgium 1, Netherlands 0. Youth did say that the young Belgian starlets were a little further on their journey than those he will be blooding in Dutch colours tonight. Vital experience. There is rebuilding to be done. Mark van Bommel stepped aside, but the likes of Ron Vlaar of Feyenoord and Khalid Boulahrouz and Gregory van der Veel all haven't made the cut. This is Schneider. Narsing was in a decent position. Well, he was onside as Huntelaar, I think. It's a let off for Belgium. This is Thomas Vermaelen. Like many sides these days, his club Arsenal spent much of pre-season in the Far East. Vermaelen in China, actually betting against Manchester City at Arsenal and Vincent Kompany. This is Witsel. Stefan de Vrij. He was part of the provisional squad for the Euros, but was cut down from the initial 36. So too was Nick Viergever. Martin Zindi, now Schneider. Dutch dominating possession. Belgium massing in the ranks behind the ball. They have been disciplined when they haven't had the ball tonight, Belgium. Work rate has been pretty good so far. Taken in his stride by Ricardo van Rijn. Just couldn't keep it in. It's been a solid debut so far, though. A little overawed at first, but he soon settled into things. It's one thing they do seem to teach them in the Ajax Academy, not just footballing ability, the mental side of things too. Has ghosted in behind here. Roll in towards Benteke. He has certainly shown plenty of initiative tonight. Arsenal were interested, but Everton looked to be in the driving seat to get his signature. Intelligent ball from Bruno Martin Zindi. Robben has done well. Huntelaar and Narsing. Netherlands are level. It's been a much better performance in the opening 8 minutes or so of this second half. And they've got their rewards. Huntelaar couldn't get there. Luciano Narsing opens his account for the Netherlands. Brilliant cross from Robben, evaded everyone. Only just a moment to remember. What a game to do it in. Now, say you're most vulnerable when you've just scored. In towards Morales. Frustration for Villots. But his side have come out a little slower than the revitalised Dutch. They worked hard for that lead. They protected it well in the first half. This is Martin Zindi. Huntelaar spun away, and Robben's onside here. This could be 2-1, it is! What a turnaround! 2 goals in little over a minute. No wonder Thomas Vermaelen is so frustrated. Huntelaar timed it perfectly. Brilliant spin away, just in case he let Robben take it on. And actually the touch from the goalkeeper took it into Huntelaar's path. Mar was there to wrap it up, had it not. From 1-0 down to 2-1 up. in about 60 seconds. Nobody saw that coming. Belgium have thrown on a change. Kevin De Bruyne for Kevin Mirallas. The man signed for Chelsea from Genk in January, who's now at Werder Bremen on a season-long loan. Well, we'll see just what he can do. Had a decent stint in the Champions League with the Belgian side last season. Chelsea let him stay there. Martins Indi, who's come off worse than that one. It was his ball that set Robben free. Quick look from Benteke. It's just a flailing arm, really. Nothing more sinister than that. Wilmot's no doubt stunned, not just by the equaliser, but by the way Netherlands have turned this round, is readying another change. Moussa Dembele stripped off and preparing to come on. News on that when it happens. Here's De Bruyne, looking to get his first touch. It might happen now, just before the free kick. It's Eden Hazard who's coming off. So the talisman, who was injured in the build-up, fit enough to start. Only lasted 12 minutes of the second half, though. He comes off. Moussa Dembele of Fulham comes on. He's another one who has been coveted by clubs further afield. I said yesterday Real Madrid have been in contact with his agent. And Robben has already been at Real Madrid. Hauled back by Gillet, who is having as tough a time in the second half with Robben as he did in the first. This time he is cautioned. Aimed in towards a whole cluster of players, De Jong amongst them. Here's one of Wilmot's changes, De Bruyne. Dembele to Vertonghen. Needs something. It's I suppose the right decision for Wilmot to put a couple on at the time, get them bedded in. Here's De Bruyne. Nowhere to go from that. Nothing. Benteke. Free kick had already been given. Give and go, or attempted give and go from Viergever. Goes to Schneider instead. Belgium urged forward. This is Dembele. Fleet of foot. something about him. He's been playing more of a central midfield role, a creative one for Fulham. And he's revelled in it. Witsel. A little too forceful on Nick Viergever. More of a rugby tackle than a football one. Now Singh. This is where we find out Belgium's mental strength is like, whether they have the resolve as a team, not just as individuals. Dembele's certainly doing his bit to get them moving forward. This is Axel Witsel. Setting up nicely. Stekelenburg gets it at the second attempt. Steven Defour doesn't score too many, but he was invited forward there. Schneider, quick to spot Arjen Robben. Still going, this is Schneider. And still, eventually the foot comes in from Alderweireld. Looking ominous though at the moment. Netherlands have seized the initiative as well as the lead. And so, another change from Wilmots. Romelu Lukaku for the goal scorer. Christian Benteke. Chelsea man who's just been loaned out to West Brom. So we have 3 Chelsea players on the field, none of whom playing at the club at the moment. Kevin De Bruyne at Werder Bremen, Thibaut Courtois in Spain with Atletico Madrid, and Romelu Lukaku. The conveyor belt of Belgian talent continues to flow. This is Vertonghen, just brilliantly. Another one on the way to the Premier League with Spurs. Space on the far side, real chance, super save. Nacer Chadli, who you'd expect to bury that. Bagged a couple of goals for Twente as they kicked off the season in style at the weekend with a 4-1 win over Groningen. Made by the left-back, Jan Vertonghen. A trademark run from him. Fingertips, I think, from Stekelenburg. Let's have a look. Great save. That's what Spurs fans can look forward to. He does like to stroll his way gracefully out of defence. It's neatly taken down by Mark. And now Robben can do the same. It's away from Defour. It's a great covering challenge, though. Just for Marlon, who got back across. Just as Robben wanted to pull the trigger. It's actually Gillet, all the way from right back. Belgium readying another change, not before Arjen Robben's corner. This is De Bruyne. It's a free kick. End-to-end stuff at the moment. Wonderful save from Martin Stekelenburg to deny Nacer Chadli. At the other end, Arjen Robben denied by a super challenge. Vertonghen again, Dries Mertens of PSV Eindhoven, who's preparing to come on. Looking list, it might be Chadli who's going to make way. Here's Witsel. Still Axel Witsel, he's kept it in brilliantly. This is Dembele. Space for De Bruyne. Another fabulous stop from Stekelenburg. Great vision to find the youngster at the far post. His header just too close to the goalkeeper. Belgium are turning the screw in their search for an equaliser. Great corner, free header! Should have been 2-2. It's Chadli. And he's going to make way now. This is De Bruyne's chance as PSV's Dries Mertens comes on. Holland starting to wind it up midway through this second half. He had a lightning start to last season, one of the players of last season. PSV will be hoping he can push them on again. Meanwhile, first chance for Lukaku. Well, it is certainly heating up. (15 on 15). Changes coming thick and fast at the moment. Now the Dutch have withdrawn Luciano Narsing in favour of Janemain Lens. Not too much time to catch your breath. Both PSV Eindhoven players. A winger for a winger. Approaching the final 20 minutes, it's a very much different looking Dutch lineup. And Belgium one for that matter. The changes have certainly spurred each side on. No direct correlation between the Dutch changes at the break and the fact they got two quick goals. They came from players already on the field. Most of the Dutch changes were defensive ones. Belgium have certainly upped the ante since De Bruyne in particular came on, and Dembele. This is the 4. Volts Snyder's challenge. Lukaku will keep this in. Mertens, to nobody in particular. De Bruyne, this is Lukaku. Lucky to go under Stekelenburg, who just got his body in the way. Decent effort. And they're starting to have more of them. Pretty evenly matched at the moment with 20 minutes to go. Belgium actually hitting the target more though. 2 of the 4 Dutch ones have gone in, that's the difference. Lukaku away again. Mertens is waiting, Defoe's waiting, and Witzel's waiting. And Oij is going up too. It is jumping inside this stadium. Nobody's going anywhere just yet. Punched out. De Bruyne won't get that momentary relief for Stekelenburg and the Dutch. They've stolen it back. Robben is motoring. So too. Down the centre is Lens. Pushed away by Courtois. Away from Jermaine Lens. Adam Mar looking for that debut goal. Difficult one for the keeper, bounced just in front of him. From Schneider, it's away from Courtois. He must be delighted with how his side have responded in the second half. Certainly shown more invention, more appetite for it. Maher. This is Van Rijn. It's a well-weighted cross, it's just ahead of Huntelaar. Couple of debuts on the benches, of course, as well. Wilmots has been caretaker charge for 2 matches. This his first game as the full-time boss of Belgium. Van Gaal knows all about sitting on the bench and winning things. Titles with Ajax and Barca, Bayern and AZ Alkmaar. That's an septic same and flashes one wide. Sort of ball that Bruno Martins Indy wanted to play. Frustration in the stands and on the field. Snyder running out of time. Denied by 2 excellent saves from Martin Stekelenburg. And they dwelt on the ball too long, and Mertens has nipped in. Real chance! The equaliser for Dries Mertens. Joy on the terraces and on the Belgian bench. It's a wonderful goal, an opportunist goal, and nothing Stekelenburg could do about this one. Well, they didn't learn the lesson. De Jong caught in possession. Mertens clinical from that sort of position. Moments earlier, Martins Indy had given it away. And they got away with it, not this time. Big goal for Belgium. Big goal for the diminutive Dries Mertens. Well, Louis van Gaal's first game in his first spell in charge of the Dutch ended 2-2. That's where we're at now. against the Republic of Ireland 12 years ago. Belgium want more. This is Dembele. The young this time gets the decent foot in. Mertens alert to what was on. Outpaced Stefan de Vrij. Through his side level. Lukaku has done brilliantly. Mertens again. Oh, he'll have a second chance here, Mertens. And a third. Lukaku! Now it's Belgium who've got two quick goals. And they lead again. Made by Mertens this time. Lukaku could hardly miss. What a second half it has been. Belgium have turned it around. It's a fitting way to celebrate the 125th anniversary of this fixture. Three chances Mertens had. 1, 2, and the third. Nobody had picked up Lukaku. Finally, their relief they were looking for. The last time they met, it was Belgium who came out on top. That was in 2004. Can they do it again here and spoil Louis van Gaal's first match back in charge? They've shown real belief and togetherness. Applause from Vincent Kompany, who I'm sure would love to be out there but for injury. It's always a little more than just a friendly, this one. Even if it's the real deal that they're warming up for the World Cup qualifiers that start next month. Be a real fillet. It's a super ball. Mertens has proved as much of a catalyst as Dembele. Vertonghen! That should finish it. Joy unconfined in this stadium as Belgium plunder 4 goals. Were the Dutch defenders? Vertonghen's decision to bomb forward again pays dividends. He's done it time and time again for Ajax. Gentleman Lens the one forced to track back. Nobody picked up the big defender. Past his former teammate Martin Stekelenburg. Belgium are surely heading for a well-deserved and hugely significant victory. They looked out of it at 2-1. Netherlands had control, but control has swung from one side to the other in this game. 10 minutes to go. back against any further goals. 5 of them so far in this second half. There will be some party in Brussels tonight if it stays like this. Again, it's Mertens. Scored 1 and made 2. Lukaku. It's done well. Away from Mark. This is Witsel. Everybody wants a goal. What a response he has got. That looked a fair challenge. It looked like the ball had been won. Risa Dembele, judged to a foul, Ian Robin. Seven and a half minutes to go. Plus, no doubt, a decent portion of stoppage time for all the substitutions. Sneijder. Back where it came from. Belgium can break it. De Bruyne. Lukaku ahead of him. Nobody else really to aim for. This is Van Rijn. Netherlands in control at 2-1. Belgium with 2 quick-fire goals. And then a thumping fourth from Jan Vertonghen. But wait, here's Robben. Huntelaar. Robben leaves it, he would have been offside. Sneijder isn't. This is Maher. A goal now for the Netherlands, and it's right back in the mix. Sneijder. Van Rijn, a little clumsy. Stopping his former teammate in his tracks. Big boots to fill, Jan Vertonghen at Ajax, but Van Rijn is on his way. Spurs fans watching this are very excited about what their new big defender can do. This is Lens. Over to Robben. 5 minutes for the Dutch to save themselves here. Van Gaal, midway through this second half, must have been delighted at his side spirit and resoluteness turning things around, but Belgium have done just that again. And he won't be particularly impressed about just how easily they found holes in the Dutch defence. De Jong at fault for the equalising goal. Nobody had thought to mark Lukaku tightly. Tongan. Schneider. Probing, looking to find a gap. Belgium have held it together well. Dembele is back. He's played his part too. What a second half it's been. A roller coaster. Lukaku, De Bruyne's on the charge. As before, he has little support. Mertens is making his way forward now. This is a day nobody who was here will forget in a hurry. Too long the Belgian side has been collection of great individuals. Tonight they've functioned as a team. The comeback has actually happened while their most famous and expensive player, Eden Hazard, has been off the field. It's worth noting. Robben against Toby Alderweireld. Anyway, we'll do it at the moment. Huntelaar. Robben looking for Mark. Two very happy Belgians. In a crowd of ecstatic Belgians. Holds around 60,000 in the stadium. It wasn't far off capacity at kick-off. This is Lens. Mertens is back doing defensive duty too. Lens. Dembele. Skipped away by Vermaelen. Seconds of normal time to go. 2 minutes of injury time on the way as well. Well, the Dutch scored 2 in a minute. I think it's asking a bit much at this stage of the game. De Vrij. It's the one last twist. Not if the Belgians can help it. flurry of substitutions and a flurry of goals in the second half. The two often go together in friendly games. Lukaku, strong but not strong enough there. It's about running the clock down now, as far as the hosts are concerned. More disappointment for the Dutch after 3 straight defeats in the European Championships. A new start under the old maestro Louis van Gaal. It's been something of a false one. Not since Koos Hiddink in 1995, as the Dutch national coach lost his opening game in charge. The French, who were the party poopers on that occasion. There will be an almighty roar in the Belgian capital when the final whistle goes. It's this man, Dries Mertens, has been the orchestrator, scorer of the equaliser, set up the 2 subsequent goals. An historic night, the 125th meeting between these 2 old rivals. It ended the way the last one did, with a Belgian victory. May have been a friendly, they're never quite just a friendly, these games. A pulsating second half featuring 5 goals. 2 quick-fire Dutch ones had got them back in front and in control. 2 quick-fire Belgian goals soon changed that. Jan Vertonghen rounded it off. 6 goals for the crowd to enjoy. Plenty of talking points. Young blood introduced for the Dutch. Their future looks in good hands, as the Belgians are celebrating tonight. Final score in Brussels. It's Belgium 4, Netherlands 2.